Welcome back everyone to Piney Plays the Lore Master, and today we are heading down to deal with some goblins. And perhaps these goblins are off to some nasty, sinister stuff. Maybe they're responsible for my internet being a little bit intermittent right now. So we hopefully will be able to get through everything here without crashing my system or anything like that. Actually, right now I'm going through a secondary route, which might give me some lag, but hopefully will avoid the crashes bit on it. Right now, though, let's get some ore samples here so that I can at least get the questing done and see what we can do. Now, this is probably going to be a shorter episode. I know. I could say that sometimes it turns out to be a longer one, right? I'm predicting a shorter one to make sure that I have a minimum chance of losing everything through a crash or anything like that. But right now, let's get the ore samples. And it looks like we've got someone just riding right into the goblins there? Okay. Suppose so. There's an... I missed an ore sample. Ah, there it is right there. I passed right by it going after that cave digger. Alright, there you go. Deep claw. I guess that's what they're called. Yes, going after that deep claw. Alright. There are the ore samples. That's the first thing we need. Hello there!
Orcs of Moria have much to account for.
Well met, good man. And, you see, I have discovered some very unfriendly neighborhoods in the deep descent. Oh, have you?
Khazad-dûm belongs to Durin's folk.
Well, we have been lucky so far, and the goblins infesting Khazad-dûm seem to be terribly disorganized, with inept leaders. Nevertheless, we cannot relax our guard. If I read things rightly, there is one particular leader among nearby goblin tribe who have been bold enough to organize a raid against the deep descent, and I think it would be best that he doesn't live long enough to carry out the ploy. See if you cannot perhaps weaken the goblin forces of Pineleaf and deal with their chieftain while you're at it, and that is Gathrock. Alright, I guess we could take care of him.
We will not retreat before anyone.
The make of the goblin armor disturbs me, Pine Wolf. It is finer than I would expect them to have, and certainly to make themselves. If the goblins are being supplied with armor and equipment from elsewhere in the Khazad-dûm, then I think we had best find out where that source is and remove it. However, I cannot be certain of my fears unless I have some of the armor to examine. For that purpose, I would have you collect some of the armor from the goblins while you're in Pineleaf. Alright, before I head into there, let's take care of the missing dwarf. Now, he should be somewhere in this... Ah, there's extra... right over there if we needed any more of those samples. How about some Kazakh Skarn samples? We could use a few of those also, I guess. And then here is the missing dwarf. What's he up to? Hope he's not thinking of jumping off. Hello there!
I am not sure Khazad-dûm can be restored. The orcs have surely ruined it.
Who are you? Are you a friend? Did Steer send you to find me? I hope so. I begged for this task, and now all I want to be is back in camp. All right.
What foul and nameless things we face in Moria, I know not.
Hurry up and get me out of here. I wish I had never wanted to come out here. All I wanted to do was to make my father proud, and now I'm about to become goblin stew. Stop dawdling and let us go. All right, we'll stop dawdling.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
Yeah, I know. Dark things all over the place. Dark things. Well, what do you expect in dark caverns? Yeah, light things dwell here in Moria. Yeah. Well, I suppose that. Ooh, bioluminescence. That could be light things that might be able to dwell here. There we go. Alright, some armor scraps. So, I don't even have to go into that place. I just take care of that, and we get a couple of armor scraps and some of that cloth I've been looking for. Yeah. I know. You're big, you're nasty, you're a goblin. And I'm useless. Almost as useless as the NPC. Alright, there you go. That is 2 scraps. And a dragonette! Yeah, we don't like dragonettes. There you go. Continue on your way. Good. New deed. I was wondering what deed that was. I saw something unlocked there. I said, what is just unlocked there? Of course! Dragonette's Lair! My first one there. Yay! You coming along? Let's go. Actually, let me turn in these first couple of quests. Then I'll head back to the goblin camp. I have brought back Fleek.
It is said that Durin's bane dwells here, though we have not seen it.
So you have found him, and he was well, not too badly hurt. Well, thank you for relieving news, and thank you. I am in your debt, both for the captain's son and my beard are now safe, at least for another night. Well, yeah, there is that. And Fleek's necklace is probably not too appropriate for a lore master. But these shoes might do well if I weren't wearing fine Madam Hunter's shoes already. Alright. And I checked out some samples.
Dark things dwell now in Moria.
Ah, so you brought back the samples. Good. No mithril yet. Just ordinary iron here, I believe. This is disappointing, but I am not surprised, nor shall I give up hope. There are many places yet to explore in the Silvertane Lodes. Yes. Well then, now let's head over to the goblin camp and deal with them. Here we are at Gamophilic. And we have to deal with a few of these goblins here. And a few times we'll have to worry about them in 2 or 3. And of course but the main thing we have, of course, are those sneaky scouts that go all the way around here. Actually, I think we have some called scouts and some called sneaks, more likely. But the sneaks are definitely annoying, whatever they're called. Ah, there's Gathrock. Actually, we need Sign of Power Vigilance. There you go. Alright, nobody around there. So, therefore... Yeah, get him! Well, this may be an organized leader and all that stuff, but he certainly doesn't have much in the way of morale. So, therefore, I suppose that he must have gotten his job from being tactically minded or something like that, which I suppose can be an interesting sign, being able to get up through the ranks that way and getting the respect so that a couple of tougher goblins don't just go and pound you to bits because they've got a respect for your tactical knowledge or something like that, which I'm sure the way Goblin Society works, that's... Whoops! Speaking of... Oh, no, actually, that's not a sneak. That was a guard snuck up on me. So you don't even have to be a sneak to sneak on me. Alright, that tells you a bit that's going on in my skills and coming through here. Now, main thing I want to do here, of course, is get the maps, which I got one so far. Okay, there's a scout. Yeah, the scouts are visible, so yes, there are separate sneaks around here somewhere. Yourself. So they keep on poisoning me. Alright, now where is the second map? Ah, there it is, right up there. Oh, speaking of sneaks, I think I finally found one. Where is it? Ah, there it is. Sneak. Yep, they're called sneaks. Just hiding along the wall. How long does vigilance last? Oh, 1 minute. Alright, that explains a bit. Oh. What? So the sneak is even hidden when it's asleep. Okay, the scouts are skirmishers. I guess that's to be expected. Just throwing spears? Well, we'll take care of that. I find it interesting that LOTRO actually bothered to implement spears, because a lot of games that I have played just don't implement spears. For example, you don't have them in Skyrim or ESO. There aren't any spears there. There aren't any in DDO, and that's by Standing Stone. So apparently there are a lot of game designers that just don't like spears, despite the fact that historically they're a really useful weapon. There you go. But I guess they must find it difficult to implement or something like that, or because they are a little bit different in the style from many others, because they don't swing like swords or axes. So therefore, for example, and even in LOTRO, when they come to the cosmetics, you can't interchange a cosmetic spear with another weapon. You have to actually have a spear. That's the only thing it will exchange with, while most other weapons, one-handed weapons, you can interchange for cosmetic purposes. So obviously there are some significant items that are involved in dealing with spears. And we have that same thing in other games in which they just don't bother implementing them at all. Alright. And now I need to turn in all these quests. Okay, good. Because I can get out of here. I don't think that's an easy place to get through, so therefore I shall go this way and meet you back at camp. You would think that spear conversation would have been more appropriate when I was playing a warden, but now let's have a look at this crystal fragment, which apparently dropped from one of the goblins. This crystal, discovered by one of Moria's Orkin, appears to be different from any other crystals found within Moria. You should bring it to someone who may know something about its origin. Perhaps you could speak with Falgir at the Deep Descent. He may have some knowledge regarding these crystals. Alright, we could try that. But for now, I think we need to speak with Stealing here to tell him about the armor that we found. Alright, here's the armor we got off the goblins.
The orcs of Moria have much to account for.
Ah, I had feared this was the case. Upon a closer look, it has no mystery where it came from. These suits incorporated old pieces of dwarf metal and armor from long ago. The craftsmanship is so fine that even the vast span of the years between has not destroyed it. Unfortunately, what time could not ruin, the foul hands of the goblin smiths have. Some of these pieces have been re-beaten and reworked a dozen times by now, and worn by even more goblins over the years since they were looted from the fallen, from the hidden armories of the old. I fear they are of no use to us now. They serve only as another reminder of the ancient tragedies that engulf fair Khazad-dûm and its darkness. Alright. And I also killed a number of goblins.
You will reclaim Khazad-dûm for Dine Ironfoot.
And I've taken care of Gothrok. Ah, so he's fallen. That should set the goblins back again in their efforts to organize against us. Alright. And yeah, I don't think I need a mace. Nor do I need medium armor. So we'll just go into there. So, you need me to do something else?
Stay a moment. We will need your aid against the orcs of Moria.
I explored the secret passage while you were distracting the goblins inside Gamophilic, and I am quite pleased to report that it is safe. It brings us to a tunnel right near Pulchlor, who has the looks of a terrifying foe, the likes of whom I had not anticipated. But there's good news. I thought I espied a loose bit of rock that would make a good trap for Pulchlor downfall. If you will sneak behind this hidden passage, I think you will be able to get through and crush the villain by luring him into a trap. I mean, you don't want me to just kill him straight out like I do with all the other goblins. Okay, into the secret passage. I suppose safe means that there are just a few goblins here. Yeah. As opposed to maybe an entire army or anything like that is what I guess he would have considered to have been unsafe. I wonder if I could get this rich Khazad Skarn deposit also while I'm at it. Hey, if we're going to be going against goblins here, we might as well loot them while we're at it. And who knows, maybe someday I could actually have auto tab to go to an optimal target. There we go. And now for you. Hello. You resisted it? Yeah. Resistance is futile. That's all I gotta say about that. I'll just go down. Alright, and just one more scout, then we could take care of the boss. Yeah. I know. You like to yell, you like to scream. Half likely that's the dead one that's screaming. Then again, maybe not. Alright, let's set the trap. Yeah, shut up, you're dead now. Hey! Pokor! Oh, come on! No! Oh, cat here over here. Okay, passive. Thank you. Alright, now you can go attack this guy. Okay, there's a disadvantage to him grabbing aggro whenever I'm in trouble. Done.
Durin's folk will defy Durin's bane.
So, Pulchlor lies in the grave of stone. Hopefully that will remind the goblins to whom Khazad-dûm truly belongs. I do not care what evil lord support them. The very bones of Khazad-dûm stand against them. Alright. And let's head back to camp finally. I've dealt with the goblin camp.
The house of Durin will live forever.
So, the goblin neighbors will likely not trouble us in the future? That's excellent news. Thank you for helping us. And here's an earring, right? Oh, well, never mind. And I have found this crystal here.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of Khazad-dûm.
A worthy find, indeed. Though I am unclear as to where it came from, I know from stories that there were many such crystals stored in the treasury that we are intent on finding, but This could not be such a treasure, as the vault is long forgotten and well hid. It is unlikely that the orcs could have found the entrance, but what if they have? Suddenly, I fear that this discovery is more dire than I had thought. Oops. And I also found these pieces of cloth for you.
May Durian return soon to his halls.
Good work. These certainly came from good strong orcs, which means that you must be ready to fight for the fight that's ahead. I would tell you all I know and send you to speak with Gartner and Hofberg, for they, like myself, have tasks for you in the vault. No, I am not going anywhere near that vault. Never mind. Where I am going, though, is to the Chamber of Crossroads, where we'll meet next time in order to turn in these maps with Broger. But that'll be in the next episode of Piney Plays, the Lore Master.